Melanie here with an all new Melanie's Muses, where I muse about things in the entertainment world that are interesting to me, and hopefully you follow along for the ride. Now, it's a pretty scary time of year for TV fans, as some of us sit anxiously waiting to find out whether our favourite shows are cancelled or renewed. Usually by now we have a pretty good idea what's going where, but there were always those few shows that sit right on that bubble and cause me personally no end of stress. And I'm going to talk about a couple of them today, and a couple of shows that my fans have mentioned too, and see where we are with them and what I hope is going to happen, and in one case what I think is probably going to happen that I'm not very happy about. The top show on my bubble list is The Rookie. The Rookie, which airs on ABC, and I originally started watching because it had Nathan Fillion in it. Those of you that follow my blog will know that I talked about it as one of my top shows I was most looking forward to in the fall. Well, it got off to a great start and the back nine got picked up, and we just had the finale. And the finale ends on this massive cliffhanger, and there is no news as to whether this show is cancelled or renewed. It is radio silence out there sitting on the bubble. ABC, we're really going to need some answers about this show ASAP. This at least needs a second season. I mean, I get that the premise of him being a rookie might get a little tougher as we get further down the line, but for right now, we need at least one more episode. We need an answer. We need to know that people are going to be okay. Fans, if you are like me and you want this show to be renewed, and with any of the other shows I talk about, make sure you are online letting your presence know. Use Twitter, use Facebook, use whatever form of communication you've got. Drag your friends along, make them watch. Just make some noise. You know making noise works. You saw what happened with Lucifer fans. We went crazy and we got our show on Netflix. Fabulous. The next show on my bubble list, Blindspot, is probably a dead horse running, to be honest. It was a bubble show a couple of seasons ago. It held its own. It got another pickup. Got picked up again for this season. But last week, NBC pulled a blindside on us and whipped out the new episode, with only 3 episodes of this season left, and have postponed them until the end of May. That means we won't get to see the final 3 episodes in this season of Blindspot until the end of May. And I have a horrible feeling that that is their way of letting us know it's going to be cancelled. Although they have not put out a final cancellation notice yet. There is nothing official. It is a bubble show, not cancelled or renewed for the new season. The worst part is, I have heard from the writers that this season does end on a cliffhanger. We are not going to get a resolved, wrapped up season. So if they do pull it, it's going to be another one of those shows that's just super frustrating. So again, if you're a fan of that show, get online, let them know. The fans have got to be heard. You want to keep these shows, you're going to have to keep yelling at them. My third bubble show is a little bit different. It is a sci-fi show called Deadly Class. You may have heard me talk about it if you watch my Facebook Live. My husband and I are huge fans. It's very, very different. It is based on a comic book series, graphic novel series, and it came out about the same time as the Umbrella Academy on Netflix. The biggest difference is the Umbrella Academy on Netflix, you could stream all the episodes in one go. Deadly Class was a week-to-week thing, although all episodes are now streaming on the Sci-Fi app. This show needs to get a season 2. There are so many more stories left to tell. I love this little ragtag band of wannabe assassins. Well, I guess actually they are assassins. Yes, it's violent. Yes, it's crazy. But I really love it. I got into this far more than the Umbrella Academy. I'm still watching the Umbrella Academy. I think I have maybe 2 or 3 episodes left. I stick it on occasionally and then just, I don't know, it hasn't grabbed me. Deadly Class, on the other hand, absolutely love it. Really desperate for Deadly Class to get a season 2. So again, jump on social media, let them know. Let our fan voices be heard. These little shows sometimes just need a bit of a push, and we're the perfect people to push them. So the last 2 bubble shows I'm going to talk about are actually not shows I watch, which is a little bit unusual for me, but they've come up quite a lot during various conversations, and so I'm going to give a shout out for my fans that are watching them and are desperately waiting for news on the renewal status. The first one is The Passage. Now, The Passage aired on Fox, and I deliberately didn't watch this even though it was a vampire series and it was based on a book and it seemed to be right up my alley, because Fox has a horrible habit at the moment of cancelling everything paranormal. For that very reason, I did not want to jump in and have another one and done season show. And at this point, it's looking like I may have been right. The Passage has not been picked up for a season 2. It hasn't been cancelled either. It's just kind of floating around out there. That being said, Fox really doesn't have a lot going on show-wise. They already cancelled The Gifted. Gotham is done. Lethal Weapon, well, we won't even talk about what a disaster that is. I mean, I don't see how they can even carry on with that. at this point. Although again, that hasn't been officially cancelled either. People are crazy. Yes, Empire did just get renewed, so they have that one. And that's all I can think of for Fox right now. They're dropping so many shows, it's crazy. So The Passage, if you are a fan of that and want that renewed, make sure you're getting on there, letting them know you want another season. If it gets picked up for another season, I might actually watch it, because then it won't be a one and done. Then again, what if I watch it and I jinx it and then it gets cancelled? Would you all blame me? That wouldn't be good. Okay, that's quite enough to talk about that. Ugh. And on to my final bubble show. Again, this is not the show that I watched, but when I was talking to fans in the group, this was a show that kept coming up. It's Whiskey Cavalier and it's airing on ABC at the moment. It was a later starting show. It wasn't part of the full season. It was sort of part of the mid-season, but there's no cancel or renewal. Other renewals have come in. This is just sitting out there, another show floating around on the bubble. But if you like Whiskey Cavalier, I would definitely get out there on social media, get tweeting, get on their Facebook page, let them know, get all your fan group together. Fans can make a difference. Fans making noise can make a difference. We can save shows. And I think that about wraps it up for today. As always, huge thank you for stopping by and seeing what I am rambling about today. Make sure you do all the fun YouTube things, like, comment, and subscribe, especially comment. I love to see the comments. Let me know what shows you are worried about. Are there shows that I talked about that you are hoping are going to get renewed? Are there shows that I didn't mention that you want fans to jump in and help you with? Comment below. Make sure you're joining me over on my Facebook page every Sunday at noon Eastern time. I do a show with my husband Greg. It's live, it's crazy. We have giveaways, we have phone-ins. You don't want to miss it. It is absolutely hilarious. And of course, most importantly, make sure you join me back here for my next video, because who knows what I'm going to be talking about. Could be anything. Suggestions welcome in the comments. I will see you soon. Bye.